Hello Amazon shoppers. I am today taking a look at a very portable, very small selfie stick. This type is not of the Bluetooth variety, so you will plug in your 3.5mm jack. My personal phone I use is an HTC One M8 Harman Kardon edition, and these plug-in type selfie sticks, my phone and them, they never get along. So it doesn't work with my phone, whether I use the built-in app or the typically used and recommended Camera 360 application. However, if you plug in an iPhone, it just works natively. So I guess there are some advantages to an iPhone. Not a big fan, but beside the point. The cool thing about this, of course, is the portability, the size. That's the big factor. They do have a Bluetooth and a non-Bluetooth version of these. So this, most people are probably familiar with cross writing instruments. I personally love them. This is my cross mechanical pencil, and if you look at these things side by side, obviously the diameter is going to be different, but the height is almost like 100% identical, just about. I mean, it's so close. So it's a very, very small ink pen size, or pencil, mechanical pencil in this instance, size device, and that makes it kind of cool. Makes it ultra portable. So the thing that you probably are most interested in is the size. Now, when this thing is closed like it is right now, you're right at 5¼ inch, and at full extension, without a phone actually being placed in the unit, you're right at, well, you're just shy of 27½ inches. So it gives you an idea. Now, put that pencil away over there. Like I said, this unit uses a plug, so that plugs into your actual 3.5 inch or 3.5mm audio jack. You do have these pieces here that flip out, as you just saw, and that's what makes it more portable, how it collapses on itself, and you can raise it up. You do have the ability, of course, to tighten and loosen this as necessary, and then you can kind of just, you know, find the area that suits you the best. Alright, and you just lock that down. Alright, I'm not going to tighten it up any more than that. The button has a nice audible click. I always think that's a good thing. You definitely know you've pressed it. It has a nice rubber textured handle, and on the bottom you have a small hole. It's on the side as well. That's where you insert your lanyard, which is included. There are rubber areas that cover both or all 4 contact points. I say both ends contact points, and of course you have spring with metal bars instead of plastic, as far as the actual bars that you pull, so it should be more durable than some of the other mounts that are plastic. Now this is smaller, so you may run into issue with some phones. My phone is inside of a case, therefore it is quite wide, and actually it's noticeably thicker than a lot of phones because of the case, and there's a metal plate on it. Although this does not grip my phone completely around the actual phone, it does a pretty good job of holding it securely. So that's actually pretty impressive that it can do so, because it's not really got a lot of area that it's holding, but it's a pretty strong little spring, and you're not going to go a whole lot wider than what this phone is, but you might get a little bit out of it. When it's fully extended, of course, you have the different ridge on the front and the rear, and that helps to stabilize the phone so you don't get any twisting motion. As I said, you're right at just shy of 27½ inches when fully extended. You have a little plastic hard shell type case, so you could actually store it in that, I guess, if you like. You have a little lanyard and carrying pouch, so you can actually attach that and then store it in this little pouch, you know, or carry it in that little pouch, or fold it down and stick it in your pocket. Now, as for the actual length, best I can tell you on, you're probably going to be in the neighborhood of about 3.5 inches as far as the amount of width this allows for phone wise. So 3.5, 3.5. The only other thing to mention is there is a little mirror here on the back, so when you're doing your little selfie shots and whatnot, or however, you do have a little mirror to kind of gauge what you're working with. So I don't know. I guess if that's what you're in need of, ultra portability and no Bluetooth to worry about, no charging times. Did I charge it or not? No concerns. Compatibility may or may not be a problem. There's probably some other apps out there you could download. That's the only one that I test with because it's one of the most universally suggested with these units. So I use that as a go-to solution, and it doesn't always work. And in my case, it doesn't. But like I said, iPhone, no problem. Natively works, and some of the other phones I'm sure it'll work with them as well, because probably with some of the Samsungs. The HTC it just doesn't seem to like, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick look. You can see, like I said, how big, or actually how small it actually is, and other than that, that's it. It works, does what it's supposed to. Thanks for watching.